Hello, I'm your host for online guitar lessons, the Online Guitar Guy, and on this video I'm going to teach you how to play Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. But before we get started, let's tune our guitars first. 6th string E. Fifth string A. Fourth string D. Third string G. Second string B. First string E. Okay, now in this song of Sweet Home Alabama, you're only going to really have the song based on 3 major chords. They're going to be a D chord, a C add 9 chord, and a G chord. And that's basically what every section of the song, every riff, and the chorus of the song is going to be. But they'll be played in different positions. So let me show you the first part now. The intro starts off with the D chord. You're going to play the D chord, the C add 9 chord, and the G chord. So now let me show you the fingerings of those. Now when you're playing the D chord, you're going to play by putting your first finger on the second fret, of the G string, your second finger on the second fret of the E string, and your third finger on the third fret of the B string. On the C add 9 chord, you're going to play this by putting your second finger on the third fret of the A string, your first finger on the second fret of the D string, and your third finger on the third fret of the B string. And the last chord you play in this part of the song is going to be a G chord, which you'll play by putting your second finger on the third fret of the E string, your first finger on the second fret of the A string, your third finger on the third fret of the B string, and your fourth finger on the third fret of the E string. Okay, so those are the 3 major chords of the song. That everything is going to be based around those 3 chords in different ways. You'll see what I mean throughout the video. So let me show you the how to play the intro of the song. When you're playing the intro of the song, you've got this strumming that you're going to do on the 3 chords and throughout the rest of the song too. What you're going to do is you're going to play with the D chord. You're going to play the D string twice, and then you're going to play a B and a G once, and then back to a D string one time. Now when you go to the C chord, the C9 chord rather, you're going to play the A string, B and G, and D, now when you go to the G chord, you're just going to play a G string, the E string, twice, and then a full G chord. Now here comes the tricky part. In the intro of the song, you're going to have a couple of riffs you're going to play after you play the 3 chords. The first one you're going to play an open A on the 2nd fret, open D, D on the 2nd fret, open D again, A on the 3rd fret, open A on the 2nd fret again, and open D. Now when you go back and you play the chords the second time in the song, you're going to play this other riff. It's going to be an open G, G on the 2nd fret, 2 more open Gs, G on the 4th fret, 2 more open Gs, and then a B on the 1st fret, sliding up to a B on the 3rd fret. Okay, so let me show you how this is going to go now from the beginning until you get to the verse. Okay, now when you get to the verse of the song, you're going to play the exact same 3 chords which I just showed you, and the only difference is you're going to have a different little riff at the end. So you're going to play D, C, G, you're going to have this little riff. Open A on the 2nd fret, open D, 2 open Gs, open A, and A on the 2nd fret. Now when you get into the verse of the song, you're going to play the same 3 chords and that little riff I just showed you before. But you're only going to play the riff on the 1st and the 3rd time, so it's like every other time you play the riff. The other 2 times you're just going to play a regular G chord. So let me show you how that's going to go. So you see it's sort of a back and forth kind of a thing. Now when you finish playing the 3 chords for 4 measures, you're going to go into this little riff that's still based on the same 3 chords, believe it or not. You're going to play A on the 7th fret up to the 9th fret, D on the 7th fret, and 2 G's on the 7th fret, D on the 9th fret, D on the 7th fret, then you're going to play A on the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, D on the 5th fret, and then 2 G's on the 5th fret, D on the 7th fret, D on the 5th fret, open A on the 2nd fret, open D, 2 open G's, and then an E on the 3rd fret. Now the last part here to show you is going to be a D chord played with your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string and your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. And this is going to be the same fingering positions for all the rest of the chords, the C chord, and you're just going to move it up to for the G chord. So the way you're going to play this is you're going to play the chord twice, and then a pinky on the 7th fret, the 9th fret, excuse me, back to the regular chord. Same thing with the C chord. And then with the G chord, you're going to do that once. And then you're going to play that same riff that I showed you in the beginning. And again, you're going to do that only on the 1st time and the 3rd time you do it. So let me show you how this is going to go. And now to go back into the original verse, you're going to play this F chord, which is barred down on the 1st fret with your 1st finger, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. From an F chord to a C chord, which is just basically adding your pinky to the same chord that I showed you before. So after that you basically just go right back into the original verse that I showed you before, and you're going to pretty much go back and forth between the verse and the chorus, which I just showed you. So you listen to the song, you play along with it and see the different parts of it, and you should be able to play Sweet Home Alabama with this video. Take care.